really was an attempt to make good on the president's campaign promise of a Muslim ban, that it was about religion, and that as the Department of Justice, on something as essential as religious freedom, I couldn't in good conscience send our DOJ lawyers in to make an argument that wasn't grounded in the truth.
There would be millions of people who do not know who Sally Yates is, but that is not a problem. But there will be at least 100 million Americans who do not know who she is, how she was involved as an assistant AG after Comey was fired, how she stood up for the facts and truth, and subsequently she was fired. And these are the details. And let's see how many of you know. If you listen, you will figure out what it means to have some integrity.
On Monday, January 30th, Yates made a decision. She issued an order to the Department of Justice not to defend the president's executive action.
You knew at this point you were challenging the President of the United States.
Well, I didn't view it as a challenge to the President of the United States. I viewed it as fulfilling my oath and doing my job.
You knew this was going to bring you into conflict with the President of the United States' desires.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think about that?
Sure.
Several hours after telling Department of Justice lawyers not to defend the president's executive order, Sally Yates was fired.
How did you find out you were fired?
A letter arrived at my office door.
And you got the letter?
Yes.
Because Director Comey was sent a letter but didn't get it. So
Right.
you actually got the letter?
I got the letter.
Did you know as soon as you got that letter what it was?
I certainly had a strong suspicion as to what it was.
Is it a letter from the President himself?
No, it was from someone else at the White House.
Can you say what is it like after 27 years to read that letter?
Intellectually, I certainly knew that this was a possibility, that this could happen, but I'd be less than honest with you if I didn't say it wasn't still a punch in the gut when the letter arrived at the door.
That's emotionally what it felt, not?
Sure. But to have done anything else, I felt like would have been an abdication of my responsibility. So I wasn't looking to be fired, but given the situation that I was in, I couldn't have done anything else and lived with myself.
Do you believe the President made the right decision in firing you?
He certainly had the authority to fire me, and that's all I'll say on that.
I want to read some of the criticism that you received both from Republicans but also from Democrats. Stephen Miller in the White House said your behavior was reckless, irresponsible, improper. A former Deputy Attorney General under George H.W. Bush called it, quote, foolish, naked political move by what appears to be an ambitious holdover official. Was this a political move?
No, I was doing my job.
Politics, you say, had nothing to do with it?
Absolutely not, no.
Harvard Law professor Alan Dershowitz said that you're a terrific public servant, but, quote, I think she's made a serious mistake here. This is holdover heroism. It's so easy to be a heroine when you're not appointed by this president and when you're on the other side. He went on to say he thinks he made a political decision, not a legal one.
Right. Well, look, I struggled over the decision whether to resign or whether to direct the Department of Justice not to defend.
You thought about resigning?
Oh, absolutely. No, I went back and forth.
Because that's what two former attorney generals, Alberto Gonzales and William Barr, say you should have resigned. If you really disagree with this order and that essentially you were grandstanding, looking to get out in a way that would set you up for a political career.
Well, putting all of that stuff aside, no, I think it's a fair question to ask, why didn't you just resign? And that is something that I grappled with during that time. But sort of the bottom line is that I felt like resigning would have protected my personal integrity, but it would not have protected the integrity of the Department of Justice.